Barack Obama has given authorization for U.S. planes to bomb Syria to help defend anti-government rebels. Theoretically, the new rules of engagement could even allow troops loyal to leader Bashar al-Assad to be directly targeted. Officially, the U.S. should only be protecting the fighters trained and armed by Washington against Islamic State.
We won't get into the specifics of our rules of engagement, but we have said all along that we would take the steps necessary to ensure that these forces could successfully carry out their mission.
However, America has never kept its attitude towards what it wants in Syria secret.
The regime of Bashar al-Assad must come to an end.
Assad has to go.
It's time for Assad to get out of the way.
It is time for Bashar to go.
Washington has a long history of supporting what it brands a moderate Syrian opposition, but just over a month ago, a Pentagon chief admitted it was a struggle to find trustworthy recruits for U.S. programs.
We're trying to recruit and identify people that, as you put it, can be counted on to have the right mindset and ideology, not be aligned with groups like ISIL. It turns out to be very hard to identify people who meet both of those criteria.
Journalist and political commentator al-Ibrahim believes U.S. jets could deprive Assad's troops of the last advantage they have over the rebels.
The main concern here is not the fact that the rebel force trained by the U.S. Against ISIL would make achievements using the protection of the coalition's air force. It is the interference of the coalition and the airstrikes of the coalition against government forces, against the forces of President Bashar al-Assad, which would could turn the course of events in Syria. The Syrian army, the main advantage it has over the rebels right now is having an air force, and once this advantage is neutralized, all odds are on the table.
The U.S. has already received permission from Turkey to launch missions from air bases on its territory. Both countries agreed to bomb ISIL positions on Syrian soil and to support the rebels on the ground. The aim of the move is to push radicals away from the Turkish-Syrian border, establishing a so-called safe zone. In 2011, Western intervention in Libya also started with an aerial operation aimed at creating a no-fly zone. And here's al-Ibrahim on the matter.
Many people fear that this could be the introduction of something much worse for the country, not maybe a no-fly zone, maybe dividing the country in a de facto way where the rebels would assume control of certain parts of the country with the air coverage of the coalition of Turkey, and then the Syrian government is unable to enter these areas, is unable to bomb these areas, and the country is divided, and there's nothing that can be done about it because there is a certain balance of power.